What is up, you guys? It's the Fallout Wood here, and today I'm going to do a redo. Basically, what if Deku was in the Naruto universe? Yeah, pretty much that. So, there's going to be a part 1 to this, and how this is going to work. The last one, the last what if that I did, the previous Deku in the Naruto universe, and that was a little more forced upon. So, I'm going to do it the way I actually wanted to do it. Because I didn't know how to do it, and because I knew you guys wanted that, I went in there half-cocked. But now, I know how I'm supposed to do this. And how I'm going to do this is like this. Deku is going to be actually playing a game known as Naruto. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Deku is, how old is he? It doesn't really matter how old he is. Let's say this, he was a hero. He's not the number one hero, he's, let's say that he's the number one hero. And he's playing this game, and he's been playing this game for his entire life. Now, he's already gotten one for all, he's already done all this, and what happened is Deku is bored with life. He doesn't feel that excitement anymore. He feels like the number one hero thing, it's a complicated issue with him because he feels this awesomeness. But now it's like, oh yeah, I'm the number one hero. Yippee. No crime is there. Zero crime. Although, let's say this. Thugs like that, drug dealers, all those people that don't have quirks usually who do that stuff. Yeah, those people are still are there, but Deku doesn't usually deal with that. Let's see, because quirked people are usually handled by the newer generation, which is the stronger which nowadays is just the strongest one right now at that peak. Or it's at its peak right now. It's at its peak. So, Deku is now in this world bored. And he's been playing this game called Naruto. Or it's a weird thing. Let's call it Naruto Shippuden Storm. Shippuden, Naruto Shippuden. And basically it's the whole life of Naruto. And yes, Deku's been playing this so much, he knows exactly what's going to happen. He's watched all the Naruto. Let's say this. He's such a fan of Naruto. He's watched all the anime. Let's give him that right there. He's watched videos on what could have happened, what should have happened, and all that good stuff. Let's say, okay. Deku understands exactly what these people feel. Now, the person, I don't know who he's going to go out with. And let's say this. If any of you guys ever played Spider-Man or watched Spider-Man, or at least read the comics, him, Peter Parker, and Mary Jane, that's kind of like Ochako and Deku. They're on, but at the same time, they're not going out with each other anymore. That makes Deku kind of depressed. He sometimes calls Froppy for that tongue action. But, you know, I'm not going... That's so dumb. You know what? Deku is just bored. Entirely. Has nothing fun to do. He's decided, hey, guess what? I'll just keep playing this game until one day he sees a shooting star. And he makes a wish. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might. I have a wish that I have for tonight. Now, if any of you guys know what this actual way of what I'm saying, or if you guys know what I'm talking about, it's actually from Pinocchio. From, like, the Disney version of Pinocchio. Basically, Geppetto making a wish, the wish coming true. Well, in Deku's case, his wish is coming true. Oh, when it's coming true. Deku, in his life, he said, you know what, screw that. I actually want to talk. I actually want to do stuff. But I have nothing in this life that will make me... Well, there's nothing in life that's going to make me happy. So I don't know what to do. The only option I have is to make the wish of wanting to actually help out Naruto in his adventures. Or at least be a part of that. Helping out Naruto, fighting with him, protecting him, making his wish becoming Hokage, and not only that, trying to change at least a little bit of history. Trying to make the goodness come. Or at least trying to make something worthwhile that he lost a long time ago. And God thought, this kid's onto something. I have a feeling, but I don't know what. So, Deku is just now talking in his mind, saying, hey, guess what? Tough one. That's a tough one, I think. I wouldn't know how to talk. That's a tough one. But, let's say this. Deku's going around and just doing his own thing. Let's say that right there. He's doing his own thing. And pretty much all you see is this white light. And when I say white light, I mean like it's white. Just bright. And this is it's basically God. It's looking at Izuku's records and all that stuff and says, I see. Young man with a promising career. All he wanted was to actually save people. Number one hero. Sacrifices all of his time and effort. Only wishing to actually have a better life. Or at least have an exciting life. That's usual and all that stuff. I don't know how to talk like a god, but... So, you want to actually do right in this world. You want to be a good man. I could see that you are a child of greatness. But, I can't send you into another dimension. Unfortunately, my power right now is kind of lacking. But, there is going to be a counter action, since you did make a wish. And let's just say this, the star itself was one of God's, like, oh yeah, if someone sees it, then I'll try to at least make their wish within reason. I mean, come on now. But anyway, Deku is just, his wish has been, he already said his wish. The guy is like, God is saying, alright, it's now time to make someone's wish come true. And yeah, Deku is just pretty much sleeping. The next day, he's a baby. And he's thinking to himself, What happened to me? Where's my thing? And this is when God just appears and says, and he says, who are you? What happened to me? Why do I not have my thing? Well, he's talking to him in his soul, so that counts, right? That possibly counts, who knows? Who knows these days? But anyway, God talks to him and says, well, child, you are... I fulfilled your... I actually fulfilled your dream, I guess. I don't know how to explain. He knows how to explain. He knows how to explain this. He's God. He says this: Deku, or Izuku Midoriya, you have asked to actually help out a young man on his journey, which is technically the real. He's actually real, but due to the fact that we don't know why it's a game, it's just a weird universe. But nonetheless, I know that you want to actually protect the world. You want to be a good person. You want to be a hero. So I'm giving you that. I will let you be a hero. And Deku says, all right, that's cool. Why am I a child? Well, since I should have known that you were not going to understand, I might as well say it a little more clear. You are now an adult who now turned to a kid due to a wish that you created, or a wish you made. So, because of all that, I decided to fulfill your wish. And now, that wish was, I want to be someone who can protect this young man. And you are. I'm going to give you that. You're going to protect this young man who will one day become the Hokage. Not only that, someone who's going to... Yeah, pretty much someone who's going to do right and other god things. He just explains the whole gist of it, to be honest. That's the only thing. And this is when Deku says, wait a minute. My life as a hero, or my life over there? Oh no, you can go back one day. Well, if I ever say. Or if you never want to go back, then yeah, pretty much that. But because of this wish, you have to at least be there for at least a good 10 years. What? 10 years, you said? What do you mean 10 years? Oh yeah, what? In 10 years, you can literally do anything you want. You can call me back just by praying to me. And then I'll just say, alright, fine, I'll take you back. But if you don't want to go back, then yeah, you could stay here for as long as you want. But there's no... The time limit right now is nothing. Like, you have no worries right now, kid. Deku's thinking to himself, what did I put myself into? I know for dang sure I did not mean to do all this. And this is when Deku says, well, by technicality, you technically did want to be back over here. It's not my fault, to be honest, although it may be... I should have told you a little bit more clearer. In the very end, you decide you wanted this. Don't blame me for this. I'm God. I don't make mistakes. Oh boy, this is when... Yeah, pretty much Deku is still just... Yeah, he's just a baby now. And he's like thinking, no, this is not going to be so bad. And yeah, Deku is alive. So that's a positive right there. So when that happens, Deku is wondering to himself, like, what am I going to do as a baby? Well, just going to do what he usually does. Power through it. And yeah, he knows everything about what's happening in the Naruto universe, and he can't do nothing about it. And when I mean nothing about it, I mean like he literally can't just go around and just saying, oh yeah, I know what's going to happen. No, he literally can't do nothing. He is as powerless as he is a child. So, we'll cut to, let's see. Let's say this. His family doesn't care about Naruto. They do care. They don't care as in, oh, the demon, don't talk to the demon, alright, Izuku? You don't want him. He's a bad person. And Deku is like, why is he a bad person? And this is when he's a little bit older, alright? And they're like, well, he's just evil. He's just no good. He's going to do bad one day. And Deku is like, what is he going to do that's bad? He's going to do something bad. We just know he's going to do something bad. We can't tell you because you're a child. Not only that, it's just forbidden to talk about it. All that stuff. So yeah, don't worry, Izuku. Just listen to us. We'll steer you to the right path. And Deku's like, oh gosh, my parents are evil. I could tell. They are so evil right now. They know Deku. He knows his parents are evil. He knows that by now. But he can't get mad at them. It's like, yeah, they just don't know any better. Now, over that time, when basically Deku is there, he sees Naruto, and this is during the time when he's 6, so Deku has been understanding in the game world, he has a HUD, and the HUD basically is just showing him, he's just showing, like, I don't know how to say it, because it's hard for me to explain this, but Deku has a HUD where he just sees himself as a level 3. Right now he's level 3. And he sees everyone else, and he sees Naruto as a level 2. Followed by Sasuke, who is a level 3. Not only that, he sees the rest of the kids. Level 1. And Deku's like, wait, why is everyone level 1? And the next day, the next time when he's at his house, he looks at his parents. They're level 5s. And Deku's like, oh gosh, my parents are weak. I am so close to just folding them. And yeah, pretty much Deku is thinking to himself, maybe there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe his parents are just sick. And Deku just sees how strong they are by actually training. And the next couple of months, he's stronger. But here's the thing. Over those couple of months, over the whole time, Deku has been looking at Naruto and trying to talk to him. Having a conversation with him, and them being actually friends. Yeah, they're just being friendly towards each other. Which a lot of people are thinking to themselves, oh no, the demon has probably got his clutches on him. And Deku is looking at them like, oh man, I wish I could smack them in their face right now. But he can't do that. Because it's a bad thing, and a bad thing like that, they can't do that. Oh boy. So yeah. Right now they're just at the point where he can't smack them. He can't do nothing. He wants to just hurt them. That Naruto is his friend now. It's his new friend. And the fact that they're saying no, the fact that they're hurting him, the fact that they're yelling at him, calling him names, calling him the demon child. Oh, it hurts Naruto. I know it hurts Naruto, but it hurts Deku a lot more. Even though he knows that he's not a demon, they're not going to listen. I know they're not going to listen. So, over, let's see, the 10 more months, And not only that, you guys, I'm going to put down a couple of polls, and I'm going to say whether you guys want me to actually make him have at least a dojutsu, a weapon of some sort, not too OP, but at least good enough, or kind of at least a power-up from another anime. Then, if that's the case, because I'm trying to figure out what you guys want, and I got a lot of answers on the power-ups and the dojutsu. Or do you guys just want me to give him a power-up from in the Naruto universe? So I'm going to do that as A, B, C, or D. And yeah, so A is basically a power-up from another anime. B is a power-up from the Naruto universe. C is a dojutsu, or C is a dojutsu, or D is a weapon. So, depending on what you guys want, I can try to do it. And if you guys don't want it, then I'm not going to force it upon you guys. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to make Deku someone for everyone to fear. And yeah, I am doing it like that. Let's see. That's a tough one, because there's nothing else that I could say about that part. Like, literally, I'm trying to think what could have happened on that time that Naruto was small. But there's nothing else that I could say. Sheesh, come on now. I'm trying to think right now besides... Oh yeah. Deku does have his own weapon. It is a weird, it's a weird version of like, sheesh, what is that thing called? It's a weird version of a gauntlet. Because it's armor that's wrapped around his his, like, up to his elbow. Kind of like the gauntlet that Melissa got him. But when he has it on, basically it's infused with chakra metal. It's a chakra metal infused gauntlet. So, with fire, his hand burns up. Lightning, he has basically lightning, a shock to his punch. Water, I don't know about water. That's a weird one. Water is a weird, it's like, that's a weird thing though. But, let's see. Wind? I don't know. Wind surrounding his arm? Yeah, he can cut up something right there. Earth? Well, it's already Earth. It's a chakra metal. So, yeah, pretty much a couple of weird things happen. But, yeah, Deku is just starting to understand the way of a shinobi. Not only that, doing a couple of weird jutsus. Such as... Let's say he learns how to do a shadow clone jutsu. And that, like, he has, like, levels where he can learn shadow clone. A level 5... And since he trained for 10 months straight, yeah, let's say he becomes a level 5. Right now, since he's still young, his because of his age, he can't, until he becomes 8, he's still a level 5. And Naruto is basically a level, well, not a level 6. Yeah, let's say he's just a level 5. Sasuke's a level 5. Everyone is basically a level 2. Because here's the thing. Sasuke is a prodigy. Or an Uchiha prodigy. Not only that, the fact being he's also someone who's been training a lot more. So it's not like I'm giving him some kind of special... I'm not giving him any leeway. He's still a jerk. But he's a jerk with powers. So, yeah, don't get that twisted. No. He's still got to pay for his crimes. He still did a lot of bad things as well. But anyway, let's see. Okay. When Deku is technically 8, he starts to level up again. And now we'll say this. Due to the whole Mizuki thing and Naruto being his best friend, because yeah, let's say that they're best friends and I don't know who is he going to date, so I'm going to have to do 2 polls right there. But yeah, technically Deku is his friend. So yeah, they have each other's backs. So when Deku talks to him, and basically they try to get information out of Deku, and not only information, they basically do it by force, which makes Deku very mad. So he punches one of the guys in the face for trying to hurt anyone oh man, I'm really, it's really hard for me to talk right now. But when Mizuki is trying to get him to mess up, Deku says, "Go along with this. You can go along with this," because Deku and Naruto are going to get. Well, technically, Deku is trying to plan this out because he still needs things to go the way they have to. Mizuki doing this actually makes Deku, well, technically he can teach him the Shadow Clone, but the fact that Deku can learn a little bit more jutsus, and since he's going to have them now in his, in his power-up scale thingamajigger, whatever it's called, yeah, in his basic knowledge, he'll probably or probably not use it. Well, that's depending on what is he going to do, though. So, don't worry about that. Deku has to... Deku has to learn the hard way that he can't have everything his way, but because of his heroic instincts, he still has to protect Naruto. And he does. So yeah, Deku tells him to just do the whole scroll mission. Deku telling Naruto that. Naruto saying, why does he have to do that? Deku says that if he does this, then there'll be a reason why. He'll tell him one day, but not right now. Naruto saying, alright, but only because because Naruto trusts him. And Deku says, thank you, and all that stuff. So, yeah. Anyway. So, when this happens, Deku gets ready for the attack. Iruka is there. And basically, it's a 3-on-2. It's a 3-on-1. Deku just charging in with a couple of shadow clones, and basically both launching him in the air. Deku has his gauntlet and tries to punch Mizuki, but Mizuki is actually higher than Deku still. He's a level 10, so he just falls down to the ground, and Deku gets up, summoning a couple of shadow clones, and actually throwing a kunai, and after that, he says Shadow Clone Jutsu. And basically, it's another him, punching him straight in the face, and actually kicking him in the stomach. Mizuki feeling it and just grabbing Deku, well, Shadow Clone Deku, and Deku grabs a couple of more shurikens, throwing it, and this is when Iruka Sensei tells him to to go over there and help Naruto. And Deku says, but he has this. Iruka says that he can't let him die. And Iruka is on level 9. So, Deku is just mad because he can't help him out. But this is when he has to go to Naruto. Naruto and basically Deku are talking to themselves. And let's say this, that Naruto does hear about the whole Iruka incident. Not the Iruka incident. Well, yeah, that part, but he also hears the fact that he's a Ninetales. And, oh boy. Naruto is not happy about this. Naruto runs away, but Deku is with him. And he also tells, Deku tells Naruto that he knew the whole time about what Deku is. And Deku says, well, why? Why does he have to be like this? All of his life, he was hated, and now he knows why. But it's not his fault. And Deku says, yes, it isn't his fault. And they talk. Deku just says, you're not a monster. You're not a bad person at all. And this is when Naruto says, so how come everyone has to hate me? I didn't do nothing wrong. And Deku says, you didn't do anything wrong at all. You are innocent in this whole situation. And Deku gets sad, but Naruto gets sad and says, so how come people hate me? I didn't do nothing. And this is when Deku just says, I don't know why people always have hatred in their hearts. Maybe it's because deep down inside they're just always going to be like this. Maybe they're just destined for this kind of hatred. But you're different. You're my friend. Not only that, you're someone who I can count on. Don't get mad. Even though it's impossible for you right now to get mad. Or it's impossible for you to stay calm. I meant to say that. Even though you can't forgive them, you have to keep moving on. Even though it sucks, you have to keep going. They're not going to matter in the long run. Be the Hokage. Do anything you want. But do it without hatred. Naruto understanding this, and not only that, after hearing the whole Iruka saying that is what a monster is, Naruto feeling this sadness, and Deku saying, hold on. You think that's what they are trying to say, but that's not what they're trying to say at all. Listen to what they're saying right now. And Deku tells Naruto that. And Naruto hears the rest of it. And he and Deku now know what they have to do. And Deku is somewhat in charge, saying, Alright. You've got us both mad now. And because I'm not a hero anymore, I'm just a villain, or I'm just a ninja. He talks to he talks to him already. And this is when Naruto says that if you hurt our sensei again, we're going to kill you. So Naruto just starts to punch him. And that's a tough one, to be honest. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I found... Okay, sorry about that. I was just reading what I was putting on right now. But, Naruto summons a lot of shadow clones, and Deku does the same. Now, Deku does not have as much as he does right now, but what he does have is a level up system, where his body is producing much more results because of the level up system that he has, and not because of his true innate abilities. Deku has like a cheat mode, but it's not a cheat mode. So Deku just says Rasengan and just starts weaving out a lot of power into it and just trying to do everything that he can, but since right now he can't do anything, this is when one of his clones just starts doing the whole movement gesture. And a lot of Dekus are just doing this right now, and everyone just charging at him, saying Rasengan Barrage. And this is a new skill that he's learned, but here's the thing. It takes so much of his energy that Deku passes out. So all you see is a dead Mizuki. And not only that, Naruto actually scared, saying if he's going to live. Iruka saying that he is going to live, and not only that Naruto actually passes. Because even though Deku just performed something so high tier, he still did something. Naruto did produce so many shadow clones, that it earns him a spot. Now, the whole Team 7 thing, I still think that's going to be the same people. Because Deku needs that. He's going to put that there. And I know some of you guys are going to say, oh, if that's the case, then Sasuke can date someone else. The whole reason why I'm going to let Sasuke date Sakura, the only reason that I want him to date her is because of Sakura. It's the only reason that I am telling you right now. If that wasn't the case, I wouldn't have picked her. That is the only reason. I am telling you right now, I feel ashamed of what I'm doing. I'm hurting myself. You can't see it right now, but I'm tearing up. But anyway. Oh gosh, I'm so dumb. So when that all happens, basically Deku is just on his own team. But let's see. Actually, I'm going to put him with Sai. And let's see, not only that. That's a tough one. I'm going to put him with Sai, and not only that, I might put him someone that's from a different place. I could do technically Karin, or that girl from that one Naruto movie, or just have a made-up person in general, which I wouldn't know who to put. But it's someone, right? Yeah, it's someone. But anyway, Deku is now a part of the Leaf Village. Well, he's always been a part of Leaf Village by technicality. Game-wise, he's never been there. Real life-wise, he's now there. By technicality, since he was a child, he lives there. So many variables right now, but Deku is with Sai, mystery person, and Yamate. Oh, you guys don't know what that means. Some of you guys don't know. Men of culture. If you guys understood that, I praise you. I'll give you praise. But either way, I'm going to end that off here. Now, Deku is still going to actually aid different people on different times. So it's not always going to be with Naruto, although it's mostly going to be with Naruto, if you guys know what I mean. Like, he was there when Naruto was getting hurt, actually helping him out by throwing a couple of rocks at some people, some of the kids. That's the only reason why Naruto actually got so far. So, yeah. Let's see. Other than that, I'm going to leave that part off here. Now, like, comment, do subscribe to the channel here, people. This has been the Fallout with a Fear. Bye.